Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dania if you're new here, and in today's video we're going to be working on some really fun Cricut projects. So let's dive right in. For the first one, I'm going to be printing out a design for a t-shirt, and I'm going to use printable heat transfer vinyl by TechWrap. They sent me this a while ago. I've already worked with this before, and honestly the results were amazing. So I'm really excited to be working with it again. Now I'm going to take you over to my computer. We'll talk a little bit about the design and then I'll send it through the Cricut. To create the t-shirt design, I'm going to be using Playground AI. If you're not familiar with this program, it is an AI app that has so many designs you can choose from. You can customize your own. You can make all kinds of different changes. I'll kind of give you an overview and show you the different things that you'll find on this website. I spent hours playing around with this the other day and I created so many fun things. They have coloring pages you can choose from. You can download these as is, or you can ask the system to make changes for you. They also have t-shirt designs, mug designs. For the mugs, you can see they have so many different styles. They have watercolor style. They also have seasonal designs. They really keep up with the trends. So sometimes if you're needing inspiration, you can just open up the website and see what they have and kind of go from there. I'm going to show you just how much you can customize each design. And let's first just look at a simple one. I'm going to tell the AI that I want him to choose his own pun. So I'm telling him change the wording to a different pun, and I just wanted to see where he was going to take this. And it's going to think for a couple of seconds and then it's going to generate a design for me. And this is what it came up with. I think it's really, really cute. So I'm going to export the design. I want to save it on my computer. Now, another nice thing is you can remove the background directly from the app. So you can either download it as is, or you can upscale and remove background. Upscale just means it makes it a much higher resolution. So if this was 1000 by 1000 pixels, it upscales it into 4000 by 4000. This feature is only available if you have the Pro version. So they do have a free or a Pro option per month. I do highly recommend the Pro. You get a lot more designs with the Pro, and you'll notice some of the designs that I show you. If it has that small box on the top right corner, it means it's a Pro exclusive. And then also to be able to upscale it, you need the Pro version. After you choose a design that you like, if you click on Explore, it shows you similar designs within the same theme. So that's really nice if you're still brainstorming and not sure exactly what you want to go with. And this cube in the top right corner is what I was telling you about. So if you see this, it means it's a Pro exclusive. Let's take a quick look at another section they have, which is their seamless patterns. These are gorgeous, and honestly, I have so many ideas I want to do. The first thing that came to mind is I wanted to print out one of these patterns and use it as a background on the wood blanks that I like to customize. I think that would look gorgeous, and especially since sometimes I can't find the exact cardstock I have in mind, I feel like this is going to open up so many possibilities for me. Now let's take a quick look at their stickers. If you have a little one, either your child or your grandchild, who as soon as you bought a Cricut told you they wanted stickers, this is going to help you so much because look at all of these options. And like I said, you can download them without the background, so that way it makes it easy for you to just import it into Cricut Design Space. Okay, now let's finally work on the t-shirt design. So I know I want something with cherries on it, so I'm just going to go to the search bar on the top and I'm going to type in cherry and I'll see what it comes up with. I usually design my SVGs and PNGs on Adobe Illustrator and Photoshop, but sometimes I don't have the extra 20 minutes or 30 minutes to draw the cherries and the brush strokes and perfect them. So I feel like having those design elements that I can pull from this website is going to help me so much, even if I don't want the whole design to be from Playground and I just want to grab a watercolor style cherry or a hand-drawn cherry from here, and then I just add the other details that I want to in Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop. Okay, now after scrolling through so many designs, this is the one that I like, and I want to change the word cherry to mon chéri, which basically means my darling in French. And I'm actually going to kind of trick AI here, and I want to see if he passes the test. Now for the word chéri in French, you need a dash, like an accent on top of the E. And I didn't add that on my keyboard, and I want to see if the system recognizes that this is a French word, and it should have that, and it looks like it does. And I am so happy that it turned out perfect because I'm like, I don't want to have to import this into another program and add it on my own. So now I'm going to upscale it and remove background, and I'll download the design and then I'll import it into Design Space. I'll have more details and the link to this website in the description box below. All right, here it is. Oh my gosh, it looks awesome. So I lifted one side already just to double check, but it looks perfect. So let's weed this out. And then I'm going to bring in Tech Wrap's heat transfer mask, which basically will lift up the design and allow me to place it on the t-shirt and press it using my heat press. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love the red. And then with the pink too. Perfect. That was so easy. Let me go grab the heat transfer mask. All right, here it is. So I'm just gonna grab one of these. And from my experience in the past, these are reusable. So it's not like you use it once and toss it. I've been able to use it multiple times. You don't use the side that says backing side. I'm just gonna go slow. Perfect. So far, so good. It looks like one part wants to stay connected. Let me just grab my weeding tool. All right, and there it is. Oh my gosh, that transferred so nicely. Let's go downstairs and press it on the t-shirt. All right, here is a close-up of the t-shirt. Look at how cute that turned out. I mean, seriously, I love it. I'm so happy I went with a white t-shirt. I was torn between white or black, but I feel like with the darker red, it just would have gotten lost on a black t-shirt, honestly. Super cute, don't you think? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Next, I want to create a design for this glass cup. And then it comes with the straw, which I am really happy that this is a plastic straw. I know the glass ones are, I don't know, prettier, but they just make me nervous. And then it also comes with a straw cleaner. So let me set these aside for a couple minutes. Super cute. I've been wanting to work on one of these for a while. So these are, I'll link them below if you like them. These are by HTV Ront, and they come in an 8-pack. So I'm going to be using printable sticker vinyl for this design. So after we work on the design and I print it out, I'm going to add a laminate sheet on top just to keep the design protected. And I really like, here, let me show you. I really like the different designs they have. So let's see which one. Okay, definitely this one, the dots. All right, so let's head over to the computer and then I'll meet you back here. All right, now for this cup, I have a very clear vision. I want a lemon design, so I'm gonna type in lemons to see what options they have. And right off the bat, I love this one. So let's click on it, and then I do want to change the color of the leaves to green because I don't like that they're blue. So I'm just gonna tell it to remove the word and make the leaves green. It's gonna think for a couple of seconds and it's gonna generate the design for me. And then all I need to do is erase the design elements that I don't want. So I don't want the 2 leaves that are on the bottom. I'm just gonna click on erase object. I'll go over the 2 leaves and then I'll click on erase and it's gonna remove them for me. Now I'm gonna do the same thing we did before. So I'm gonna upscale and remove background, and all that's left to do is basically upload this design into Cricut Design Space. Now, because I want this to go on a cup and I want it to be a full wrap, I'm gonna copy and paste the design 3 times so that it fills up the whole area. So I'm basically just going to draw a rectangle that's gonna serve as a guide. It's going to be the same measurements as the area on my cup where I want the lemons to go. So I'll copy and paste the lemons on top of the rectangle. Once it's the proper size, I'm gonna hide the rectangle because I no longer need it. And I'm just gonna send this to print. Now, when it comes to print settings and cut settings, I follow TechWrap's recommendations. They always have a small sheet inside the package where they include all those details. And if I haven't mentioned this already, I'll have all the details about Playground AI in the description box if you want to check it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section and I'll be happy to help. All right, the printer is done. Now I want to add this laminate sheet inside this area. That way the reflection doesn't mess with the Cricut sensor. So I'm gonna grab my paper trimmer so that we can cut it to size. Let me just mark this. Let's see. Yep, that's great. Okay. Now, this is where this comes in. Remember how I told you I was so excited about the size, especially for projects like these? Okay, I'm just gonna peel off a tiny bit. Okay, I hope I got the positioning correct because otherwise it'll mess up the whole thing. Looks good. Let's see. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about this. Okay. Place it on the mat. I am going to add washi tape because I insist on using my non-stick mat. Okay, I'm gonna send it through the Cricut and I'll be back. All right, it's done cutting. So let's weed this out and then I'll grab transfer tape. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. I hope I got the sizing right. I mean, I measured twice. I guess we will find out together in a few minutes. I like to cut the vinyl when I'm done with one side because I don't want to risk the vinyl folding over and taking anything with it. You know what? Let's see before we keep going roughly if I got this. Yeah, it looks perfect. All right, I'm gonna grab my low tack. I don't know what's going on here. Let's fix this before it becomes a thing. I was saying I'm gonna grab my low tack transfer tape just because it is a printed surface, you know, and it's good that I added the laminate on top, but still, I prefer to grab the low tack. I think that's the better call. All right, I have these and I'm gonna make them work because I don't want to run downstairs and grab another one. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to add rubbing alcohol. Let me do that. Okay, now we can keep going. That way, when this is ready, so is the cup. Okay, so I want it to be kind of in the middle. Let's see. Yeah, that looks perfect. So far, so good. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about this. Perfect. Oh my gosh, look at how cute that turned out. Let me grab the lid. Oh my goodness. Wait, let's get the straw. Oh my gosh. So cute. Are you kidding? I absolutely love it. And you know what? I don't know. Should I tell you? Just make sure you watch the next laser machine video. There's going to be something related to this. I think you'll like it. What do you guys think? Okay, let's move on to the next one.
All right, last but not least, I really want to work on a patch design. I love the designs that they have on their website that have that stitched or embroidered effect, and it really does look so realistic. So I wanted to test one out and put it on a hat. Oh my gosh, look at that adorable coffee one on the right. I love that. I might have to go back for that one. Look at that cute bee. Okay, this is the one. He looks so cute. He or she, I don't know, but I really want to change the background color to pink. So I'm going to tell the system to do that, and then I'm going to upscale, remove background, and download the design. And I'm just going to do the exact same thing I did before, where I import the design into Cricut Design Space, so I won't bore you with all those details again.
I ended up adding a coffee one too, which I had showed you before I went with the bee design. Okay, I guess that one is pretty much ready. I won't add this one to a hat. I'm thinking I want to add it onto a t-shirt, but we'll see if that's something I'm going to work on today. I'm still not sure. I know this is a for sure thing I want to do right now, and this is going on a hat, and we'll set this one aside. I just wanted to, I had empty space on the printable heat transfer paper, so I didn't want it to go to waste. So I decided to print this out because I know I do want to use it. I just don't know if it's going to be on a t-shirt or a tote bag. So we'll see. And then the other part of the paper, if you noticed, it was already cut. That's a surprise for a different video. So this is the hat. I want this patch to go on. Oh my gosh, look at that. Let me just take off these stickers. And I'll remove the tags. This was from TJ Maxx. It was $7.99. And I like that it was a high ponytail cap. I feel like I wear my hair up a lot and I can never find a hat in my closet, I mean, that has the perfect opening. So I'm excited about this. I'm gonna go grab my hat press and we'll place this design on there. Before I do that though, I do need the mask. Okay, so for the sake of time, I'm only going to use a mask for this one. I won't be pressing this one today. I'll save it for another video. And I have this extra piece of masking tape. Is that what it's called? I always forget. But yeah, that's extra from a different project. And you can reuse these. Perfect. And now let me bring in the hat press. Okay, so I'm going to plug this in and then I'll get the whole structure ready to position the hat. All right, so we'll do 305 for 15 seconds. Okay, that's good. I was gonna say 10, but I think 15 is okay, and I can always remove it sooner if I feel like it's ready. All right, bringing the hat back in, and I just have to position it right here. Just making sure it's tight on there so that the design lays down completely flat. All right, let me see. You know what? While it's preheating, I'm just going to warm up the area. That way, I can get this ready while that is warming up. Oh my gosh, and that's ready. Okay, let me see. And I'm not too worried about the white. So I should have created, I think, a very, very thin offset to avoid this because the machine was trying to cut the teeny tiny edges and they're kind of, I don't know what word to use, crooked, I guess, because it has that stitched effect. So that's kind of why you still see some of the paper, but I'm okay with that. I think for next time, maybe I'll try adding a very, very slight offset to kind of match this color. So I could have just done black. Yeah, but I think that looks good. Let me just lift it up to see. Okay, perfect. Now this is ready and I'm going to press it down and it's going to count down. All right, let's see how that did. I wonder if I should press a second time because, oh, you know what? It might be ready. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe that worked. I wasn't sure if it was actually going to look like it's stitched, you know, once it was on the hat, and it really does. Again, the white around it could have been avoided, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal from a distance. You won't really be able to see it. Like I said, you can always add an offset to avoid that. Even with this, I still think it looks so nice. Don't you think? Oh my gosh. We only worked on 3 projects today, but I feel like each one is so special in its own way. And I just love how everything turned out, honestly. I've been seeing so many different designs that people create with UV DTF transfers on cups specifically. And the fact that this worked out so nicely and easily makes me think that I can achieve a similar, I know it won't be the same because that one is more like textured, but I feel like I can achieve a very similar look to UV DTF transfers on cups. And I'm so excited to test out something with more colors. Yeah, I'm very, very happy, honestly, with how this turned out. So cute. The t-shirt is No, actually, I was gonna say the shirt is my favorite, but no, the cup is. I just think this is really nice. Perfect timing, perfect weather. Oh my gosh, so cute. Like I said, I'll have all the information in the description box. I'll try to include all of the supplies. If I forget something and you're looking for something specific, let me know. Definitely check out the program I was telling you about. It's really worth looking into. I mean, you can see how pretty and special the designs look. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to watch and comment and like my videos. Seriously, you are the best. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in next week's video. Bye.